Hello, we are reacting to some My Story animated. I need views, so we're doing this, boys.
Hi, I'm Emma from Massachusetts. Please like and subscribe because we will give $1,000 to one lucky person in the
Yeah, like and sub, but I'm not promising 1,000. Let's get on.
coming 7 days. I've had trouble making friends for as long as I can remember. Every time I talked to someone, I'd start having a panic attack. At school, I'd never say a word to anyone and pray they'd leave me alone. But that didn't go too well. How come Emma doesn't talk? Is she dumb? Luckily, I had my books to keep me company, even though I didn't have anyone to play with. I had an insanely high IQ.
How much?
And I could read up to 50 novels in a day. One time I was in our living room, but I didn't know my parents had invited their friends over. I started reciting poetry for 10 minutes straight, and when I was done, I saw the guests were standing behind me, and they went crazy. Child's a genius. Her parents must be so proud.
And the opposite of her, I do not ever know poetry.
I was super startled and decided to lock myself in the closet until those awful guests were gone. My parents thought my reaction was a little extreme though. Because of it, they took me to a therapist, but I didn't get any official diagnosis. The doctor just said I was a shy kid and it probably had to do with me being gifted. My brain simply worked differently. One day when I was 15, a family moved in next door. As soon as they came with their moving van, the cutest guy I'd ever seen came out. He was around my age and had the build of a Greek god. I started hyperventilating, and that's when he saw me and smiled. Hey there. Is everything okay? Of course everything's okay. Why wouldn't it be okay? Do you need help with your bags? Are they too heavy? Not that I don't think you're strong enough to carry them. Dear God, help with your bag? Up, Emma. Okay, how about you take a deep breath and show me around the neighborhood after I help my parents? Did he just ask me out? An hour later, the boy and I went out on a walk. I found out his name was Wyatt, and he was really sweet, which helped me feel less shy. But sadly, Wyatt didn't flirt with me at all, and I was pretty sure.
Ow. 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 Ow.
I didn't have a chance with him. Still, from that day on, we became good friends. I enjoyed his company, but sometimes felt out of place being with Wyatt. He knew a million people, and everywhere we went, girls would moon over him. I couldn't help having feelings for him, even though I knew he'd never go out with me. Then one day, Wyatt gave me some news. He was transferring to my school for 9th grade. Wow, I guess we'll have
Who asked?
a new school heartthrob. I mean, it'll be fun to go to the same school. We'll stick together though, right? Sure, but I want to hang out with the popular kids too, so we can't be together 24/7. You can make friends with other geniuses, right? I felt stupid after Wyatt said that, and it made me all the more nervous for my first day of 9th grade. I walked towards the school building when suddenly I slipped and fell sideways into a muddy ditch. As I screamed for help, a gorgeous girl in designer clothes walked over and pulled me out. Wow, you saved me. Thank you. Ew, don't make me regret helping you. And wow, your high school career is not off to the best start. It's only the first day though, right? I could
It's the first day and you have mud on your face, clothes and everywhere.
I could turn things around. I'll believe it when I see it, girl. The girl then walked away. I stepped into the hallway looking for the bathroom, and I could feel everyone staring at me. And then I saw Wyatt walking towards me with 2 other guys. I ran over to him to say hi, but when I did, he looked at me in disgust. Whoa, you're covered in mud. What happened? Just a little accident on the way here. I was wondering if you wanted to walk to class together. Thanks, but I think I'm gonna walk with… Suddenly, Wyatt stopped talking and his eyes got huge. I turned around to see a group of girls along with the one who rescued me from the ditch. Wow, it's you. It's so good to see you again. Oh my God, have you not heard of soap and water? I'm literally begging you to walk out the door, go home, and shower.
Uno reverse card.
Don't worry, Gianna. We have her covered. At that second, Gianna's friends all took out perfume bottles and started spraying and chasing me. I started coughing and pushing them away. What are you doing? Get away from me. Wyatt, tell them to leave me alone. But when I turned to look at Wyatt, he was on his knees and holding Gianna's hand. Please, go out with me. I'll do whatever you want. I'll massage your feet. I'll steal my parents' credit card and buy you a Mercedes. Oh, what are you doing? It's fine, Mud Girl. He's only the 4th guy to make me those offers today. Gianna walked off with her minions, and I felt so mad at Wyatt. Why hadn't he defended me when those girls had tried to attack me? I was also jealous that he had hit on Gianna. But as the school day went on, I discovered Wyatt was only 1 out of 100 boys that liked her. Apparently, she was the school queen bee, and everyone literally treated her like royalty. One time, a billionaire jock professed his love to Gianna in sky.
You can't get a kid billionaire.
Eye writing. Another time, she got surgery and had to wear an eye patch, and every girl in school also bought an eye patch to wear the next day. She was something else. Later that week, I walked into my fancy advanced math class with Wyatt. He was also in my class since he was older than me. Then suddenly, I found Gianna sitting by my seat. Hey, Mud Girl. I hope you don't mind me calling you Mud Girl. I've decided that's my new nickname for you. Okay. Also, are you in my class now? I got moved up to accelerated math, hun. What, just because I'm popular means I can't be smart? Of course not. Just because people think popular girls are dumb bimbos, not that you're a dumb bimbo. I mean, wow, you talk a lot. Listen, I want to apologize about my friends attacking you. They're sort of like my bodyguard since I'm practically a celebrity here. It's always hard being in the spotlight. Before I could answer, Wyatt leaned onto Gianna's desk, starry-eyed. You're in the same class as me now? It's obvious that fate brought us. Wyatt was so busy.
Fate brought you to hell.
Fawning over Gianna that he hadn't realized our teacher had passed back his test with an F on it. And at the end of class, the teacher told him that he was failing, and she suggested I tutor him. Was this my
That L boy, why you take that L for not acting the same way to pink hair girl, take that L bro, ooh.
on it? And at the end of class, the teacher told him that he was failing, and she suggested I tutor him. Was this my chance to win him over? I asked Wyatt if he needed my help, but he had another idea in mind. Can't I just copy off your homework? I'm not sure. I guess you could come over after school and we could compare answers? Nah, I'll just borrow your notebook at lunch and then give it back to you later. Wyatt then just walked off without even saying thank you. And that's when I saw Gianna standing next to me. Are you kidding me? You're gonna let that jerk copy your homework? Why would you let him walk all over you like that? Is it because you like him? Who said I like him? We've been neighbors and friends since forever. Of course I don't like him. And he doesn't like me. Of course he doesn't like you. 'Cause you're a pushover who does whatever anyone tells you to do. I'm sure I could win Wyatt over if I wanted to. I could get dolled up and look super hot, and then he'd fall head over heels for me. Oh, please. I'm having a party this weekend that everyone's coming to. Why don't you come? You won't be able to win over Wyatt, even if you tried." At that moment, something inside me snapped. Who was Gianna to say that? Just because I was
Neither of you will win him over because I already
wasn't
have
as
him.
perfect and pretty as her didn't mean I didn't have what it took. I was going to prove her wrong. I got super dressed up for her party, and the second I walked in, everyone turned towards me, shocked. Gee, Mud Girl, I almost didn't recognize you. Well, it's me, and FYI, my name is Emma. Okay, Emma, good luck with Wyatt. I'll just sit back and enjoy watching you fail. Ugh, she was such a witch. An hour in, a slow song started to play, and I knew it was my chance. Wyatt was trying to dance with Gianna, who was ignoring him, and I walked up to him anyway. But just then, all the lights went out, and suddenly, I acted on impulse and decided to kiss Wyatt. I grabbed his face and kissed him fiercely. And God, it felt magical and so meant to be. Then suddenly, the lights flashed back on, and I almost had a heart attack. My arms were around Gianna instead of Wyatt. I had kissed her. My heart started beating like
Lol.
crazy. I expected her to slap me across the face, but instead, she just looked at me shocked and ran away. I went home right after that, completely forgetting about Wyatt. I couldn't stop thinking about my kiss with Gianna. Then the next day at school, something weird started to happen. Everywhere I went, I caught Gianna staring at me, blushing. Then in math class, she walked by my desk, brushing her hand against mine, and I was shocked to feel my heart race. What was happening? At the end of the school day, I was walking by my locker when I saw Gianna leaning against it. How did you know, Emma? How did I know what? How did you know that? I'm gay. I didn't know. I thought I was kissing Wyatt during the blackout. Suddenly, Gianna pulled me close to her, and I couldn't help noticing her gorgeous green eyes. I really like you. That's why I got mad that you were into Wyatt. I was jealous. It's also why I teased you so much. But no one can know about this. We have to date secretly. I'm not ready to come out quite yet. Wait, Gianna wanted to date me? My head started spinning. I was kinda attracted to Gianna, but I still wanted to be with Wyatt. Then I had an idea. I could hang out with Gianna to become popular, then Wyatt would finally fall in love with me. I immediately agreed to date Gianna secretly, but the next few weeks, things got complicated. Gianna and I started getting really close. She took me on a shopping spree, gave me a makeover, and I became super popular. Before I knew it, people started worshiping me the way they worshipped Gianna. And every day after school, Gianna and I would go on secret dates and have lots of fun together, and I started developing feelings for her. Then one day, I walked to the girls' bathroom when I caught Wyatt glaring at me. Is something wrong? I saw you kissing Gianna behind the building. What's that about? Oh God, you cannot tell anybody about that. Plus, why do you care? Maybe I like you and want to date you. I've been into you lately. You dress better, you wear more makeup, you're even hotter than Gianna now. Wyatt took my hand, and at that moment, I realized I didn't like Wyatt anymore. Actually, Wyatt, I'm not interested. I've liked you since forever, and you never appreciated me. In fact, you pretty much ignored me and used me to raise your math grade. I'm with Gianna now, so deal with it. I walked away before Wyatt could answer, and I realized it was the first time I'd actually stood up for myself. But my good feelings lasted for about an hour. When lunch came, I walked into the cafeteria to find everyone on their phones whispering, and Gianna was crying. I ran to her and asked what was wrong. Wyatt just posted a TikTok telling everyone that we're dating. Did you tell him anything? This is not how I wanted to come out. Of course not. He saw us kissing, and because he got jealous, he posted it for revenge. What do you mean, he got jealous? Is there something going on between you two? Not anymore. I mean, sure, at first I hoped I could win him over by being friends with you and becoming popular. By being friends with me? You're my girlfriend. Oh my God. You used me, didn't you? You lied to me and made me think that you liked me. That's not true. After we started dating, I realized I liked you for real. I don't think I believe you. You're hung up over a guy who's never thought you were good enough for him. And I don't even think you like him. You just wanted his attention and approval because you don't like or respect yourself.
Oh burn.
Gianna stormed off and I burst into tears as I went home. I knew Gianna was right. I didn't like or respect myself. I'd felt like a freak my whole life, but I was so sick of hating myself, and I just couldn't let my own issues ruin my relationship. The next day at school, I went back to dressing the way I usually did. It was who I was, and I bought some flowers for Gianna to apologize. Then I was passing an empty classroom when I saw Wyatt with his friends setting loose poisonous snakes. Oh my God, what are you doing?
So you're back to looking like an emo freak? Just walk away, bubblegum head.
You know what? No, I'm gonna tell the principal about this, unless you post a public apology to me and Gianna on TikTok.
Please, like I'd ever do that.
You leave me no choice then. I snapped a picture of Wyatt setting loose the snakes before he could move, and then I marched out of the classroom and reported him. And to my delight, he got suspended for a week. The news was all over the school, and surprisingly, people were happy about it. They went up to me, thanking me. Wyatt was such a jerk anyway. None of us liked him.
And it was messed up what he did to you and Gianna. As if any of us care that you two are gay.
I couldn't be happier. The best part was, Gianna came up to me after school and accepted my flowers. I'm glad to see you got a little fire in you, girl. And come to think of it, I don't know why I was so scared of people knowing I'm into girls. You forget, it's 2022. Plus, didn't you tell me we shouldn't care about what people think of us?
Nice story, now I'm out watch my other videos, bye.